Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the National Capital Curling Center, home of the Potomac Curling Club and the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel. This is a Bonspiel sponsored by the U.S. Women's Curling Association. My name is Joe Hotshot Tony Rockamock, and I am joined at the 4-foot folding table by camera woman extraordinaire Janine Green. Janine, how are you doing this morning?
I'm well this morning, and how are you?
I am just dandy. Dandy.
Fabulous.
So,
and
yeah.
we have the lovely Mr. Michael Dobbs hanging here,
Stop
too.
by. How you doing, man? All right.
Yeah, and to my right, my friend Chad Walter is hanging, although he's much more of a hockey guy, but here is definitely here to learn.
So the feature sheet game today is a B event. It is going to be Team Dunnam out of Philadelphia against Team Lehman out of Pittsburgh. So let's do the lineups real quick. Shooting for Team Lehman out of Pittsburgh. The order is going to be a little bit different. So it looks like our vice throwing first rocks is Marie Rose. The second is Wendy Covey. The third is Erin McManus. And the skip is Beth Lehman, excuse me. And for Team Dunnam, the lineup is Nancy Kimmins at lead, Lee Alexander at second, Leslie Dutt at vice, and Lori Dunnam will be the skip. We've got 3 other games going on as well. B event will be on sheet A, and I believe there are 2 A event games on sheets C and D. Once they update the scores on the scoreboard, Janine will put them up on our electronic scoreboard. And yeah, so we're going to get going. Before we wait for the first rock, let's take a look at the games on sheet A. Is Fezzik's Dream out of Potomac against the House Cats, and they are playing out of, I think the House Cats are playing out of Chesapeake. Sheet C, that game is an A event, as I mentioned before. And let's see if I can find who's playing who. That's Cautiously Pessimistic out of Potomac, and Philly against the Plainfield Broomzillas out of Plainfield. That's actually on sheet D. Sheet C is Hallesley against McElroy. McElroy is playing out of Philadelphia, and Hallesley is playing out of Philadelphia. Oh, and the first rock's away.
Yes, it is.
All right, so looks like Philadelphia will be throwing the lemons, and Pittsburgh will be throwing the cherries.
Yep. And because we're all a bunch of fruitcakes here. Thank you.
I've been using that line, and I've never heard that counter, so well played.
Oh, no, when you're a Margaritaville fan, etc., you got Jimmy Buffett phrases on the mind.
All right, and Marie Rose, this is her first rock of N number 1. The rock is away. That was a pretty nice center guard that was actually thrown up by Nancy Kimmins. Really, really nice. Marie Rose is just over curling a touch. Let's see. From my vantage point, I think it's going to
be full
drip
12
into the house in a full 12. Still not too bad. Still leaves it out to the wings.
Okay. Back to the second.
Like the call, clogging up the center immediately, going by the book.
Building that wall.
Rocks away. Sweepers are on it. So that's a good sign.
Absolutely.
Throwing it to the sweepers.
Oh.
Another guard? Another guard. Okay, fine. So Pittsburgh is now going to try to go around those guards. I guess essentially beat Philadelphia to the punch. This is Marie Rose with her second rock out of Pittsburgh.
There we go.
And Janine, I'm sure you've heard the news. Maybe the next month or two, Pittsburgh will be finally playing on their own dedicated facility.
Yes.
So I am so excited for them.
Yes, we were talking to Erin of Team Lehman this morning, and she said, oh, we're so excited. They cannot wait. But they haven't had ice this season yet. So, A, they will have ice, and B, their own facility. And
Yes.
we are just so happy for the folks up in Pittsburgh.
This is well deserved. They've got a lot of dedicated and friendly players at that club. They support Potomac events a lot. So I'm sure that's going to be reciprocated in the years to come.
Well, yeah, because Pittsburgh's a great town. I just have to say, I went to college up there.
Did you now?
Yeah, I went to Duquesne University downtown.
Go Dukes?
Oh, yeah.
right.
There we go. Unfortunately, I have misplaced my college rings, but I'm hoping to find it one day. In a place where I put it for safekeeping so I wouldn't forget.
Well, then I guess we know it's really, really safe.
Even from me, it's safe. Oh, here we go. Look
Lee
at
Alexander
this.
throwing a nice rock to the back 4. So now Philadelphia is sitting 1.
Oh, yeah. And the nice guards right out front. Very nice shot. Okay, here we go.
And the chase is on.
And this is not Rose.
This is not. This is this is Wendy Covey.
Or Covey, in case we are mispronouncing it.
Correct.
Please accept.
Let us know in the chat.
Please, yes. We want you to post things like that. We are more than happy to be updated. Oh, look at this.
It's got to move a touch, but it's looking pretty nice.
Let's get the overhead view. Ooh.
It's gonna nuzzle right on. Great freeze. Great
Oh,
freeze.
Nice. All right, let me see if I can bring up the chat over here, or do you have it on your phone?
I do not have it on my phone.
Looks like you're getting a call.
And I'm going to not take that call.
Okay, that call. All right, let me see if I can get the chat up.
Okay, second Lee Alexander from Team Dunnam.
All right, later.
She's going to throw the same shot we've seen the last 2 rocks, which works for me because those were 2 really nice shots. So let's see a third one. Sweepers are
Escorting the stone down. Oh, there we go. A little bit of cleaning just in case.
trying to carve it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Here it comes. That's another one. All right, really nice.
Ooh.
Right on the edge of the pin.
And look, nudge the red.
Back a bit. Oh, yeah. I think that was almost a bonus.
Fabulous. All right. They're
right.
going too fast for me to bring up the chat. I'm afraid I don't want to,
No problem.
lose a shot.
I think Pittsburgh's now going to have to clean this up a little bit. So Wendy's going to throw probably a lightweight hit here. It's a little wide from my vantage point, but
It should curl back in. Ooh, I don't know. At that speed, that weight.
and it's a down waiter as well. I think she wanted a bit more.
I got the overhead view. All right, back 12. Ooh, okay. Yep, definitely a back 12. Let's get you a farther away look.
So far, it looks like, Janine, that every rock is in play.
Yeah.
Love it. Good way to start.
That means I'm not playing. You know that. All right, here we go. Over here.
This is Vice Skip Leslie Dutt, the Philadelphia Team Dunnam.
Not Dunham.
Not Dunham, no.
For those fans, it is just Dunnam. And sorry. Okay, let me try to catch up to the. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. This is gliding nicely. Let's get the overhead.
Okay, so they're sitting 4th shot. It certainly tightens up the scoring zone a bit, which is at this stage of the game what you want if you are Team Philadelphia, since they've got 2 in without and some nice guards put up. So Aaron McManus is going to have to do a little bit of damage control here. This is going to maybe throw some sort of control weight, backline weight hit.
I don't think we have. Oh, we do have 6 people watching.
All right, it's early. We'll get some more, not a doubt in our minds. But thank you all for the 6 who are watching so far. I hope you all having a lovely morning.
Although I got to say, one of those may be ours because I had to log in. So.
Ah, okay.
Hey. Being truthful in advertising here. We are not, inflating our viewership.
Don't tell him that. All right, so Aaron's first rock clipped out one of those guards. Open it up a little bit, but now Leslie's going to try to close that up again.
I mean, this is a lot of good strategy. This is just the first end.
Indeed.
These are some serious curlers. These are definitely not the Tuesday night social. And if you are new to curling, as you see, there are, in our club, the stones are yellow or red. Many clubs have the same color configuration, but their house may be different colors. We here at Potomac have red, white, and blue because we are just outside of Washington, D.C. So how appropriate.
Still a bit light. Boy, Marie Rose got on that pretty quick. And looking at the line, she may have saved this shot because they're doing a pretty good job holding it.
Oh, yes,
they going to get by that guard?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still not too bad. Still not bad. Opening it up. Kind of a pro side miss.
Yeah.
I'll say even still, Marie probably saved that shot because if she was on that a little bit later and would have nosed that or just nudged it a little bit, it really wouldn't have cleared anything up.
No.
So even though that was not the shot that was called, it was still a good team shot.
Plan B.
Yep. And you and I know all too well this game is all about plan Bs.
And C's.
And C's and work your way down the alphabet. Oh, that was plan double B.
Oh, okay. Okay, as you see the skip, they were discussing strategy, so now the skip is down. They're approaching skip's rocks at this first end.
I'd wager it's the skip's favorite shot, the center guard.
Oh, heavens. I'm still working on how to do guards. He wants it left, it goes right. He wants center, it goes right. He wants right, it goes left. I'm getting there.
All right, this is Skip Lori Dunnam with her first rock in number 1. Again, we are at the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel, sponsored by the U.S. Women's Curling Association.
Here at the National Capital Curling Center, Potomac Curling Club in beautiful Laurel, Maryland.
Exotic Laurel, Maryland.
Exotic, yeah. Part of the greater Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. And, oh, wow. Now they're sitting 3.
Now they're sitting 3 without.
Ooh, without hammer.
Well, I think Beth is going to have to throw a missile at this guy. She could move a bunch of them.
Yeah. Strategy, as you see, being discussed.
I think, if done properly,
yeah.
she could get 2 of them and maybe keep that red one in the back.
Yeah, just blow it all apart.
Blow it all apart.
And I believe our member of Potomac Curling Club, Keith Wood, likes to do such throws.
Oh, they're great. If you've got the opportunity to throw a blow-up shot, go for it.
Yeah.
But be smart about it.
Yeah, well, Keith is very good at them, I must say, in case you're listening. Although it is a little early in the morning, so. Oh, this is way to it, Joe.
Something's going to happen. There goes one, there goes, oh, no, that was, okay, well, she's only, let's see, definitely one.
She's second.
She's second, I think, yeah.
Yeah, from this angle. So that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Changed it from 3 to 1.
That was a little bit of bad luck that she actually ran back her own red. Because, again, I do think there was that she could have ran that yellow one back at an angle, and then the 2 yellows would have split to the sides, and that red would have stuck around. Nonetheless, they were sitting 3, and now they're sitting, yellow sitting 3, now yellow sitting 1. So,
so they've got a little work to do.
And that red one's going to be really hard to get rid of.
Yeah, you have to hit it on the right side, just so.
That being said, I mean, there's nothing wrong with first end, maybe just throw up another guard. And I don't know how yellow is going to, or I don't know how Pittsburgh is going to get any points out of that if they block that tap. Because that's really all they've got right now. They can raise that red in, because I don't think that yellow one on the butt side is going anywhere. It's guarded pretty good. Oh, actually, no, it's exposed. Actually, it's exposed.
Yeah.
So I think Skip, Lori Dunnam, and Vice Leslie are maybe looking at that guard, or I don't know. She's looking at that hit too. It's a bit risky. Because she could jam on the back. Okay, I like this call. Looks like they're going to be throwing up a guard.
Okay.
Oh, we're talking curling.
Indeedy doody we are. And on this early Saturday morning, we do invite you, if you don't have firm plans today, if you're in the area, drive on up to the Potomac Curling Club off Old Gunpowder Road and come watch. These ladies are very talented, very experienced. And it's a good way to learn about curling. See how easy they make it look? Yeah, there's a lot of different mechanics going on. Ooh, it's over curling.
All right, let's see the setup here. So, a couple of options looks like for Pittsburgh. They could play that tap for one. I think going after that yellow one is really risky because
unless you tap up
you tap
your
up
red and try to dump one of those other yellows out of the way.
Yeah. I think just the raise is probably your best shot because if she does try to play that hit, she could risk it curling and clipping the red one and squirting it out. And that's going to be a pile of points for Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But they know what they're doing. We'll let them figure it out, and we'll just call whatever shot they call.
Yeah, well, since these are both PA teams, this is, I guess, what you would call the Battle of the Turnpike.
It is a battle of the Turnpike. Exactly. All right.
Since I grew up in PA.
As did I, but on the other side. You grew up on the western side of the state?
No, eastern, Lancaster County.
Oh, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, I forgot. What part are you? You're closer to Philly, right?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a piece of the city that kind of juts out to the northwest.
That's right.
And I grew up in the town of I grew up in a section city called Roxborough.
Okay, that's right. We have had this conversation. Yep. And, of course, my friend Chad over here on my right is also from Lancaster County.
All right.
More so Lidditz in Routhsville. So he went to the same high school as our Ken Clark. Years apart, though.
Oh.
Yeah, small.
It is a small world. All right, this is Beth Lehman with the hammer in end number 1. Marie is calling line, wants them off it. It does need to move, but there's been some late snaps, so whoa.
It's going to get past those two. Let's get the overhead.
Looking good so far, and that's, ooh, I think it's just one yellow. A really good try. Really good try.
Yep.
But hey, I mean, at one point they were sitting against 3, so they only got 1 out of it. So not a bad effort there by Pittsburgh. And again, Janine, like you said earlier, Pittsburgh hasn't had any ice this year, and you know, Philly has had ice since the 1960s. While they're setting up, I think we got a scoring update on sheet
A,
D, and A.
And C.
And C.
So here, hold on. A
looks like
2 yellow.
2 yellow.
C looks like 2 yellow.
And how do you like that? D is 2 yellow.
Oh, really?
Really.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the hack, and in the meantime, I don't want that. There you go.
Well, I want to thank all the participants on the ice for making this so symmetrical and easy. Thank you all. Well, except for our game, because they only got 1.
1.
Because Beth made that nice shot.
But I got to say, it's still small numbers.
One color.
We can still count on our fingers.
Super easy. That was a beautifully placed center guard by Dunnam's lead, Nancy Kimmins. I think almost identical to the first shot she threw in the first end.
Well, that's what good leads do.
That's what good leads do. You got that right.
And we did not get that first shot on camera. Apologies, we were updating scores.
Okay, Marie's first rock, by definition, is a corner guard. It's pretty wide. So just going to leave it alone. And Lori's going to call Nancy to come around her beautiful center guard.
Okay, I did notice Ken has changed some of the programming where the, well, no, he's
Again?
he's always making improvements, yes, but the score sheet does not stay up. So I will occasionally be putting it back up there for those watching to see.
Weight is beautiful.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And line's pretty good. It looks like just only about maybe
It's on the,
there's a piece of that rock that's covered.
mm-hmm.
But it may force Pittsburgh to
I mean, it's,
chase already.
yeah, it's biting the button. It's not completely. It is a little vulnerable, and looks like they're going for it. You think?
I think right now you throw what shots you're the most comfortable with, especially if you haven't had a lot of ice this year. Half makes are better than nothing.
Hear the skip.
Comes the finish.
Oh, here we go. Let's look at the
Can
overhead.
she roll to the wings too? Whoa. I think Beth's fine.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That is a beautiful shot by Marie. Taking that beautiful draw that Nancy threw and then flopping her shooter kind of close to that very cornery corner guard.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
Back to the hack.
Okay, so second Lee Alexander is going to try to put that come around back.
Mm-hmm.
Looks a little hot from our vantage point here.
It does. Uh-oh. A lot hot. This is unfortunate. It flashed right on that.
And now Pittsburgh's going to try to beat her to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it. If you hit that red, that's fine too. Let's just go on it. Yeah, heavy, heavy. Let's get on right.
I think we're going to see almost an instant replay of the previous shot because the sweeper just called heavy.
Yeah, pretty much right out of her hand. All right, so the teams are getting used to this end of the ice, the conditions at this end. And that's part of the game. You have to learn the conditions of the ice, what's running fast, what's not running fast. And also as the game progresses and as the ice conditions change, keeping up with changes. So it's you got to pay attention.
You do.
If you're a skip, yes.
That's probably why I stopped skipping.
Stop skipping.
Well, I stopped skipping in, more serious stuff.
That's why I'm not a skip.
The last time I skipped in a competitive league, I led my team to a 11th place finish in the Capital League.
Oh, were there 10 teams?
There were 16. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, hey, that's that. No, that.
No, I retract that. I tracked that statement. It was actually 13th place. 2 years prior to that, it was 11th. Then it was 13th.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
for those who don't know curling, that yellow rock that is the very back of the 12, it's just like still touching a little bit of the 12. We refer to that as biting. So it is hanging on by the skin of its teeth, so to speak, at the back of the 12 foot. And now we are watching the next rock from Team Lehman out of Pittsburgh. Okay.
So that was a bit tricky, yeah, because she threw the first one pretty fast, and I guess over-adjusted and shorted the second one. That tends to happen when you flash your first draw.
A lot. All right. There's the call. Here's the hack.
Still, no harm here. Pittsburgh still sitting one with a half-open house. But vice skip Leslie Dutt is going to try to change that.
Let's look at the overhead. It needs to slow down if it's going to stay.
Beautiful weight. Just a touch wide.
Oh, it slowed down just in time. Very nicely.
It did, yeah. The brakes
It's,
came on right at the right spot.
Although I got it's not undercover. Yeah, it's See 95% visible. Okay.
So this is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a pretty quiet hit here because that's a lot of ice. So I guess maybe she's just gonna try to tap it a bit.
And nudge it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's their call. Let's back to the hack. Let's get to the overhead.
Yellow's going to go, and shooter's going to roll to the wings. Nice shot. Nice touch.
Looking at the faraway view, red sitting 2. Yellow has that one biting at the back of the 12. And you can see what's being called. Okay, back to the hack.
Jeannie, if you remember that before the game started, Pittsburgh was like, please be gentle. They've been throwing some good shots. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I think they underestimated themselves a bit here. They've thrown some really nice shots so far.
Oh, wow, look at this. Here we go.
Gonna get a jam?
Absolutely.
Gonna get a jam.
And
but it's out. Okay.
And it did bump the second one, so
it did.
1.5.
It's not quite a double, but not quite a single takeout, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, then the back yellow biter is also gone.
So from our vantage point, I think that Red Rock is barely in play, but it is definitely not in the house. So it's just a tripping hazard.
Mostly,
That's the only role it's serving as right now.
As of now. Well, for those, again, new to curling, that back line, the stone has to be completely over to be out of play. Or hit one of the sidelines, obviously. Or be hogged, as in don't go far enough. So. Okay, here we go. Coming into view. Sweepers being called off, saying no, no, no. Oh, well, now they are.
Well, that just kept on going.
Yeah, it did. But look where it ended up. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot. There may be just a sliver of it exposed, but not much.
Yeah, not much at all if you look at that nice yellow guard out front. So very nicely done.
This is a B event game. That was an A event draw.
Absolutely. Hey, Joanne Hess, thank you. Thank you for checking in with us. Good morning to you. Don't know where you came from, but go ahead and let us know where you are from, and we'll give you a shout out and to your club, of course.
So skip Lori Dunnam with her first rock in N number 2, trying to counter that lovely draw that Erin McManus threw for Team Pittsburgh. And from our vantage point, she's going to be if it came over just a little bit more, that would have been a beautiful freeze. That weight was perfect, but just didn't come over enough.
Taking a longer view. There we go. Skip the device, discussing.
I mean, obviously the question. I mean, we know we're going to hit it. It's just Marie and Beth are figuring out where they want the shooter to go.
It's called physics. Joe.
Physics. Oh.
Physics. Did you have that in high school?
Actually, did I? No, I didn't. I opted. I actually somehow managed to opt out of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. The last lab science I've ever taken was chemistry my junior year in high school. I didn't even take any lab sciences in college.
Oh, I didn't have to in
yeah.
college. But I did have physics in high school.
I weaseled my way out of it.
What I do have to say, within our club here at Potomac Curling Club, there are a wide diversity of avocations here.
Oh, man.
We have a number of doctors, and I think only 2 of them are medical doctors.
Exactly right.
I think we have an astrophysicist, a physicist, and it just goes on from there.
Yeah.
But I think that you have to find that in any club because curling has just a wide, broad appeal to anyone who just wants to have a great time.
Well, couldn't have said it any better.
I mean, I'm just going to say, I work for a very large transportation company, but I drive a desk, so I love curling. And Joe.
I'm a protocol officer at the U.S. Department of Defense.
Oh, here we go.
Let's just try and throw in over here.
Overhead view. It's going to go back. Is it going to stay in the 8? Ooh, a little bit of the 12. So.
I don't know what that. It looked like before she threw the shot, it looked like Marie was actually pointing to the front of the house, like they wanted to throw some sort of guard, which I don't understand the call on that.
But it glided past.
It glided past. So Pittsburgh's sitting 1 with the hammer. They've got their 3rd and 4th as well. So let's see the call here that Philly's going to throw. I mean, if they can tap that yellow one a touch, all the better. And even if they're a little bit heavy, I think they're still going to be sitting second because that's where the shooter is going to just, be in the full 8-foot. If they make it, more power to it. And if they actually make that tap, then the shooter is actually going to almost act like a little bit as a guard. So I think if they play that raise, that would be great. She can put a little heat on it and maybe even hit an angle hit and pop the red out. I'd say that's like the A+ shot. I mean, it's early, so no point doing anything incredibly overly aggressive or fancy. Although, I mean, this is the feature shoot, so I'd love to see overly aggressive and fancy.
Yes.
Nonetheless, let's see what happens.
Yeah, again, another fun part of curling. You just never know. And as I like to say when I'm commentating or operating the cameras, for anyone, again, new to curling, you'll notice there's no smack talk. It's all very, I don't want to say gentlemanly, since these are gentlewomanly. And when you're discussing things with your lead, your second, your vice, or your skip, it's out in the open. Both teams can hear what's being said. There's no secrets in that respect. It's all open, and I do have to say, if your opponent makes an excellent shot, tell them. It matters not if they're on your side or the opposing team. I mean, a good shot is a good shot.
A good shot is a good shot. That's exactly right.
And if it's not a good shot, and especially if it's your own bad shot, you won't find people making fun or laughing or
cheering
giggling
cheering a bad shot.
You won't find that in curling. It's just not the way it's done. It's much more open, friendly.
I like it.
And every curler I've met is into helping everyone else improve their game, not to the point of be undefeated like in football.
A couple of scoring updates. Let's do the scoring updates after this rock is thrown, because this is the hammer in end number 2. Looking for a draw for 2. Philadelphia threw up a pretty nice guard to force the single. It's going to not come over. It's going to be wide, so that's going to be a force of 1. So we're tied up 1-1 after 2. While I put the rocks away, we'll do a couple of scoring updates on sheet C. Hallesley throwing red rocks stole a single in the second. They're up 3-0 against McElroy. And on sheet D, let's go to sheet D. Sorry about that.
No.
Jump a little ahead of myself.
All right, please.
Sheet D, Plainfield Broomzillas throwing yellow rocks stole 2 against cautiously pessimistic out of Philly and Potomac. So they're up 4-0 after 2. And there's another scoring update as well. We'll get to that in just a second on sheet A.
Yeah, I believe it is. Sheet A is now tied 2-2.
There we go.
I have that, and sheet B, as you saw, is 1-1.
1-1.
Go ahead if you have to.
And I've got sheet C, Team Halsey with yellow, 3-0 at this time.
Coming in nice. Yes, yes, yes.
Just on sheet A, I hope at some point we can get some sort of camera shot on the excellent shirts that Fezzik's Dream are wearing.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to give any much of it away, but they are fantastic shirts.
Yes, and for those who don't remember, Fezzik is a character in what movie, Joe?
The Princess Bride.
Yes, the all-time cult favorite.
As a matter of fact, when my wife and I got married, her processional was the theme to The Princess Bride.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. Played on this beautiful organ in a church in Albany.
Oh.
And it sounded fantastic.
I did.
So the trend continues. We've got another beautiful center guard to start our end. And the first rock for Team Dunnam is going to be a draw to the top 12.
Mm-hmm.
And Pittsburgh is like, get rid of that. So Marie Rose is going to try to take that out. And if she can roll behind center, all the better.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the hit. And a little bit of roll, but not much. Good shot. Good shot. Throwing out, keeps the rock still in the center of the house. So Skip Lori Dunham's going to play a hit on the rock that was just thrown and try to flop her shooter out to the wings.
Ooh, that has some weight to it.
It's a little tight coming out of her hand. Line's certainly showing that. Good hit. Other side of the rock, and
It goes out, and
it's ooh.
ooh.
I think that's in.
That's and it looks like it's biting a little bit as well.
It is really hard to put a rock in that spot. It is really, really hard.
Yeah, don't try that at home.
So that worked out really well, I think. Removed the opponent's stone, kept her rock in play, and in a really tough spot to get to. I would suspect we're going to see that rock later in the game, or later in the end.
Okay, the other guard.
So Philly's going to draw around those two guards, kind of beat Pittsburgh to the point. I like that call. This is second Lee Alexander. That's a beauty. I don't think you could have placed it in a better spot.
No.
I really don't.
I mean, hello. Very nice. There is a tad if you come in from the right side, but
Well, maybe we'll see it. I think this is going to be, we're going to see the exact same shot here because Pittsburgh just kind of wants to sit on it. I mean, it is just behind the tee line, so I guess I should retract my statement that you couldn't have put it in a better shot, but that's being really, really picky. Weight looks good. Just depends on the finish here.
Ooh, overhead. Ooh.
Little tap. Okay.
Very nicely done.
Moves it in the open.
Yeah, both are in the open.
Nice hit. That shooter looks. It's pretty well hidden. She put that in a pretty nice spot. So that's going to force Pittsburgh to draw against 3.
I think we got to actually go for the hit up there.
And
Or actually, the curl really nice. So just a little less weight. Draw down.
All right, this is Erin McManus. I'm really liking the fact that she has her name on her jersey. Kind of makes it easy to figure out who it is.
yes, Erin came to us and identified herself, and I said, "Oh, I want to make sure it's you." She goes, "It's on the back of my shirt." I said, "Fabulous! All the help we can get."
Good draw. A little too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, it's back and out. That's a shame. Right. Hey, Joanne Hess said she is from the Philly area, but Lancaster County born. Welcome to the club,
Wow.
Joanne.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from Ephrata, so I'm the northern end of Lancaster County. I'll admit right to that. Gotta tell you. So, hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here with us. Lancaster County represent. Sorry. Though I do have to say, I just had a pie in the sky idea.
What's that?
In Ephrata, the big Kmart is closing. It is a large store with a large parking lot. I wonder if someone would be interested in, half of it being a curling club and the other half being an ice rink for hockey. I think I know the interest in hockey is there in the area.
That being said, let's not forget that Leslie Dye just made a beautiful draw.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was still
Look,
very intrigued about the
this-
idea of putting a club up
This is
there.
a beautiful house, yellow, sitting 4. But here comes Erin McManus to see if she can make some changes to that.
Pittsburgh still has 3 rocks to counter, so all you need is 1 to change the end.
Oh, it needs to curl. It needs to slow down a little bit.
This is looking good. This is looking really good.
Yeah,
It's
get
looking
to the
really,
overhead.
really, really good. Really, really good. That's a beaut.
Wow.
That is a beautiful shot by Erin McManus. So they went from sitting 4 to now sitting 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I had a cowbell, I would ring that cowbell because that was a peach.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh. Yeah, we'll do the hand motion.
The hand.
So Leslie got her second rock and number 3. Trying to salvage a point out of this now.
It's going to be hard to do. You have to definitely take that red one out, but how without taking the rest of your own out? Just enough. Ooh.
Okay, so she sandwiched 2 yellows in front of a red.
Yeah, so red's still shot, at least from our angle.
Yeah.
But yellow has second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Yikes.
Yikes is right.
I don't.
That is a lonely but very important red rock if you're Pittsburgh.
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't see it going anywhere. I really, really don't. Because there's also there's two guards up in front, and I would wager they're going to add a third. Just throw it to the to our right side of the center line. Gene, that Aaron's second draw, that really was an end saver.
It was.
I'm going to put that up as an early nominee for the Moosehead Lager shot of the day.
Agreed. And since the commentator, Hotshot Tony, gets to decide the winner.
Thanks, I didn't know that.
Well,
right.
yeah, I'm just moving the cameras around.
Well, with the way this game is going, and all the wonderfully executed shots we've seen, I'd wager we're going to have some more nominees for that.
All right, they are throwing a guard. It is a far out guard.
Yeah, she pitched it a bit wide again.
But it's in the way. That's what you want. How?
I think you've got to, if she wants, she can't get rid of it with her first one. She just has to work, kind of think 2 shots ahead here, I would wager. If she can somehow hit the yellow and squirt the red out a little bit and then hope for a miss. That's how I would approach it. But then again, as discussed an end and a half ago, I am a 13th place competitive skip, so
Well, 11th the year before. So
that's true. Oh,
it's an average of 12.
I'm going to correct. I also have 2 5th places.
Oh, okay.
So watch out, everybody.
Yeah, now I need a calculator. Now we need a calculator.
While they're figuring that out, we got a scoring update on sheet D. Cautiously Pessimistic gets a deuce in the third, so they are now down 4-2 against the Plainfield
Broomzillas. Cool. All right, and that score has been posted.
Also loving the lead for Cautiously Pessimistic's NASA Ugly Christmas sweater. That's pretty sharp.
I believe she works there. But yes, that would be my nomination for the Ugly Christmas sweater of the day.
It's pretty excellent.
Yeah. Well, granted, again, it's for NASA, so we cheer that part, but it's the other part. Ooh, no. Okay, I'm taking you the overhead view for this one. It's going in.
She's going to draw right on the. Oh, that's a beaut too. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Good shot. It is open. However, that's probably one of the better shots you could have salvaged out of that.
Yeah. It was the only option they really had, unless they were going to hit a very precision shot coming in from the left and shooting that red out of the back. However, A, John Schuster is not female, and B, he is not here. Goodness. Yeah, let me take you back to the overhead view. Wow.
But if you're watching on the stream and you may know him or at least be friends with him on social media, give him a nudge and say, hey, John, turn on to the USWCA Mid-Atlantic Women's Bonspiel here at Potomac Curling Club.
Sure.
And have him take a gander.
Yeah, he has visited our location last
April.
Well, no, April of last year.
Yeah, April of last year. That's
April
right.
of last year. And I remember he was just a little taken aback by how many people wanted to meet and greet and ask him questions. He was like, whoa.
I think we had over 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was maybe 2 days notice?
If that.
If that.
Yeah, and it was like a Thursday night?
Yeah.
Monday night?
Yeah. Okay, Skip Beth Lehman, her rock in end number 3. It's got to move if she wants to take out Lori Dunnam's first shot.
Oh, it's all right. It's clearing that guard. Let me get to the overhead
It's going to
view.
be very suspenseful. Okay, she moved it out of the way, so now Pittsburgh is 1.
No,
That's a fine shot. It's a very fine shot.
Yes.
So Lori's got to do it one more time. She needs a good hunk of the button.
Okay.
What is this, the hardest shot in curling is to throw the exact same thing you just
again.
threw?
The cameras.
All right, here's the hammer in end number 3. Line's kind of falling apart here on us. Looks like it's over curling. Okay, all right, it's just a single for Pittsburgh, but boy, the way that end was shaping up, it could have been a lot worse. Again, Erin McManus with that beautiful draw on her second stone gives Pittsburgh a steal of 1. And while we're setting up, we got 2 scoring updates.
Oh, give me a sec.
Yes. Let's do sheet C.
Sheet C?
Sheet C, this is an A event game. McElroy gets a single in the 3rd.
Okay.
And then there was a big end by Chesapeake. They got, well, we have a shooter in the way, so I can't quite tell. But I'll take a quick glance at that. So let's see here. Still in the way, can't tell.
Oh, 8. They're now up to 8.
They took a 6er then. They scored a touchdown.
The House Cats.
That's the House Cats from Chesapeake.
Against Team Fessick, I believe. They're also from Chesapeake, aren't they?
No, they're Potomac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Christine.
Sorry.
Erin. Heidi.
I'm sorry.
And
Chesapeake and Potomac mixed
Yep.
up in my head. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, so House Cats up 8 to 2. Wow. That's a huge end. Huge.
That is also a B event game on sheet A. Sheet C and D are A event games.
Just to keep you on your toes. Okay, and this one's going to slide into the house, but it's got weight. All right. Again, a little issue with this end. The ice is different.
Yeah, 4th end, I'm sure it's keening up. So Marie Rose, her second rock, she's going to just throw up a center guard, as leads are wont to do.
And as leads are asked to do.
That's right.
Easy, Wendy. Easy, Wendy.
Absolutely.
Weight looks great. Line looks great. And that is a lovely placed center guard.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Well, at least from this angle, it looks pretty perfect to me.
Oh, it looks perfect from this angle as well.
Dang. I think I need to meet up with that woman and have her show me a
And get some
couple-
advice.
Yeah.
Marie, how do you do it?
How'd you do that? And if the answer is magic, I'm sunk.
Well, just find yourself a sorceress and, go from there.
Yeah. Joe, I'm really sorry to tell you, the world of Harry Potter is fiction.
Oh, man.
It's not really real. Yeah. It's all good.
All right, so Pittsburgh is starting the end pretty nicely for them. They've got a nice center guard. They got a, let's call it an off-center guard. I'm going to say corner. It's right on the edge of corner and off-center.
Every so often the cameras freeze up for those watching. apologize. They usually just come right back.
So Wendy Covey, rock number 3, just going to try to throw in behind that center guard that Marie put up. But it's going to look pretty guardy herself if they get it over the line, which they do. Okay, so 3 guards. It's fine. Again, the stage of the end, without, junk it up, and they are succeeding in that.
All right, we've got George posting, and I would do nothing but botch your last name, sir. But George wants to let Go Cats go.
Oh, they are going. Yeah, I think the only thing is they may have doinked the extra point in that third end, but they got the touchdown.
Well, actually, no. If the score is 8, then they've got the 2-point conversion.
Oh,
think about it. But they had that first.
Oh, they got it. Okay, they got the safety and then they got the touchdown.
Yeah, that's the word I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. How many other sport references can we throw in?
So that draw is going to go to the full back 12. So now we've got a counter, and the race is continued on to go to the center.
And if you look, those the 2 red guards out front are kind of in line to protect what Team Dunnam put in the back 12. But since they're so far out, this stone could still curl around and get to it.
So I like what just happened there. It looked like Pittsburgh, Beth wanted to play a tap on that red one, but Marie was like, just throw the same shot again. It's a much easier shot. I like that call too. I think that raise would have been you don't need to do all that. Just throw another corner, come around and see what happens. She's got some backing too, so I was good communication from Marie and Beth. Trying to sweep it to out count, and they do. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Philly's going to try to get rid of it. Roll the shooter, not jam on the back. Second, Lee Alexander, her second rock in number 4. Whoa, that thing took off.
Did.
She's going to clip? No, she's going to clip it, but I don't know whose shot now. I think it's still red by a whisker. But
again, from this angle,
yeah,
it's not perfect. You have to stand perfectly over the stone to truly gauge where it is. Or we get the measuring device.
So Beth really wants to play this raise. And let's see what we can do with it. Oh boy, this is looking pretty nice from our vantage point. It's got to get a little bit of weight on it though. Well, she shot stone.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not perfect, but hey, perfect's hard to get in this game. So that was a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
But Vice Skip Leslie Dutt is going to try to make that rock go away.
Ooh, and it's moving.
It sure is. They're holding it. They're holding it really well.
Okay.
Nice brushing.
Overhead. Yep, there it goes. Nice.
Still puts our red and yellow in the back 12 into play, because I believe that is third shot now, the one that Beth is pointing at. Thank you for doing that. It was a great cue.
Oh, that, and then universal sign for out of here.
I still would have liked the draw behind. But let's see what Pittsburgh is going to do. Line looks pretty good.
It does.
Certainly has plenty of weight.
Curling just a little. Here we go, overhead. Nice.
Okay, nice hit.
But it looks like the shooter may be just outside.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Yeah, it may not be a counter. Just needs a little nudge. One.
Nancy and Lee are really dragging this. They need to get it to the 12-foot to even factor in, and it's a touch short.
Yeah, it's not going to get there.
Line was great. Line looking really, really good from our vantage point. So Beth and Marie are just ignoring. Oh, thank you. Are just completely ignoring this. This come around to the left side. They are still pretty set on a tap. They don't have to move it that much. I guess Beth feels more comfortable playing the hit than the draw. I mean, the advantage with the draw is if she's a little wider and heavy, she can, take that back one, back yellow out too. I mean, sit two, forcing Philly to draw around a bunch of those centers for one. But she makes this tap, moves it just to biting 8-foot. Well, that's still going to force Philly to draw, but she looks wide again. Well, that thing really took off. Okay. Well, it brought that red one at the top into the scoring zone, but it's still sitting third shot. I don't think it's really going to factor in all that much.
Not at this time.
I find it really interesting that neither team has gone after their opponent's stone that's in the house. I don't know if they think that maybe they think they're shot stone.
This looks like it may be changing.
I think she's looking at the draw. That's not a lot of ice if she's playing that hit.
True.
Again, I love this. I love the draw. I think that's certainly the way to go. If Philly thinks they're shot stone, yeah, go for it. Put a second one in. I mean, she only needs to get a good hunk of the 12-foot for a shot. Okay, Lori Dunnam, skip of Team Dunnam out of Philadelphia, throwing her first rock in end number 4. We are here at the National Capital Curling Center, home of the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are.
And we are.
Oh, I think that is shot.
Yeah.
Barely, but it is.
In this angle, agreed.
Pretty good placement, and it's being nice and high. We're both looking to see who shot here, because I don't think we know who it is.
think we have an update on sheet D,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Oh, we sure do. But damn if I can see the score.
I believe Plainfield Broomzilla has scored another 2 in
Okay.
their 4th end. So now they are 6 to cautiously pessimistic at 2. Yep, that is the glimpse that we got.
All right, Beth is going to play this little tappa-tappa, promote her red in. And again, doesn't need to move it too much. Sweepers are nowhere near it. It's really got to come and finish. And if she just gets, oh, there's the finish. There's the finish. Dunk. Gonna get an accidental takeout. Nope, we are not. All right. Well, that now gives us who shot stone. It's red, so.
Oh, no, I think it's yellow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's second? My apologies. I think, yeah, you're right. The yellow one at the top that Lori threw in her first rock is definitely shot stone. Red is definitely now second, and yellow is now definitely third. So I'd wager she just throw the hit for 3. Gina, I think you also know that playing this far out for a hit can be a bit trickier than it looks.
Yes.
You don't have a lot of room for error.
and that sideline is awfully close.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you're almost kind of tight-roping the sideline here.
Exactly.
And that was the risk that Pittsburgh threw. If they didn't make that shot, then this hit for 3 was there the whole time. Okay, here's the hammer in N number 4. Team Philly is looking for a hit for 3. It's going to be a hit for 2. It's going to be a hit for 2. Okay. Hey, you're this. You got the hammer and you get your deuce. You have accomplished your job. We got a tight one halfway through. It is 3 for Team Dunnam out of Philadelphia, 2 for Team Lehman out of Pittsburgh.
The battle of the PA Turnpike continues.
Woohoo! Oh, we got some scoring updates.
Oh, yes, we do.
Let's see here on sheet C.
Sheet C.
Well, let's see. That is, I believe that's Hallis.
Team Hallisey is yellow.
Yep.
What are they up to now?
So, yeah, Team Hallisey gets, looks like they got 2 in the 4th. So it's now 6-1 over Team McElroy.
Oh, no, that would be 3 then.
Oh. Where'd they get? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They got 3. My apologies. So, yeah, it's 6-1. Hallisey over McElroy on sheet C. That's an A event game. And on sheet A, Fezzik's Dream gets 2 in the 4th. So it is now 8-4. Chesapeake over Potomac.
And that is a very friendly, fierce rivalry.
Indeed.
It's Eastern Shore versus Western Shore of Maryland, so to speak. Basically on either side of the Bay Bridge. All right. Here we go. I believe this is Marie.
Correct. All right, just a little light and tight on that one.
Ooh. And that flashed through.
Lots of options here for Philly. Play the guard, play the tap. Let's do that. I like it.
Okay, you heard it here. Okay, that joyous jubilation came from sheet D, as in Delta, from our Ms. Chelsea Blink.
I think she just threw a pretty gnarly hit. I heard some granite go away. Wish we could actually have seen it, but
I just saw her joyous mini celebration.
So back in our sheet, the tap that Nancy Kimmins threw was just a little wide and deep, but nonetheless, Philly's still sitting 2. Skip Beth Lehman has adjusted the broom here for Marie Rose to throw a hit on that stone in the top 12. Looks light.
Do you think it's through? Does it need to hit something?
Okay, just too light. Mine didn't look too bad. If she had the weight on it, I think that easily would have gone. So that's going to sit out in the open shot rock for now, but I'd wager with the way that these ladies have been throwing, that's not going to be here for much longer.
Nope. I concur.
All right, just a little bit of a nudge. I think she just kind of dumped it out at the beginning of her release. Yep, I think she knew that herself. She was making that motion that you make when you kind of throw not a clean release. But the sweepers did a nice job holding that line and at least moving it a little bit. But if you're Pittsburgh, I actually kind of like where they moved it.
Yeah, it's still vulnerable, but it's
now it's guardable.
yeah. Yeah.
The only context where you could use that word, actually, assuming it even is a word.
In curling, it is.
Guardable.
In curling, it is. No, it is now.
Yeah, let's make it a word. It is now. Absolutely.
It is now.
That's going to over curl. I think it was a little tight on the line to begin with.
Ooh.
See what we can make out of this, though. Maybe. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, they're helping each other out.
They're helping each other out. Yeah, the tap's definitely the way to go. Because I think if you try to throw the hit and it over curls, you're getting rid of your yellow one. I like the tap a lot. But she could also hit this right and raise the yellow back into the red, pop that out, and sit 1, 2, and 3. I think with this broom, though, she's going to throw the tap. I like that call.
overhead.
Boom and
Ooh.
man, that was close. If it just came over a little bit more, the angle would have been perfect. But hey, you're sitting 2 and 3 without. Not a bad spot to be in if you're Philadelphia right now, because instead of trying to set up some offense, Pittsburgh is now going to have to chase. But I'll say, Gene, this has been a very good game so far. Even some of the misses have been good.
Oh,
They've been, you know. And the scoreboard certainly reflects that. We got a nice, tight game.
And your overhead
What's
view.
going to happen here? Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Oh, my word. Seems to be a tough end for both teams.
Yeah. Could be alluding to what you two earlier about, you know, the ice conditions changing and maybe they're just having a little harder time adjusting.
That's true. Well, we have a bunch of curlers coming in for the next draw, so that door is getting open.
Is that why it got so cold in there?
Yeah, that's why I'm donning my good curling jacket.
Kind of just makes sense to guard right now. I think that's the call. Well, I guess if you lob another one in too, that's not too bad. It overcurled a touch. Weight was really nice for a guard, but that is going to give Pittsburgh the opportunity to throw a hit and roll a little bit. You know, I like the line out of her hand. I think she just didn't put enough weight on it. And now it's a tripping hazard.
Yeah, we're not even hearing a name. What? I don't even hear a name.
So another guard. Lori has adjusted the ice just a little bit for Leslie Dutt to throw her second rock in end number 5. It is, ooh, and now it's third shot too. Covers up a little, just a sliver of it. It's going to force her to throw the other turn. Yeah, you could do that too, blow it up. It's called a Keith Wood special. If she hits this right, things are going to go flying. So this should be exciting.
And I will do my best to keep it all on screen.
All right.
Wow.
Line's looking good. Line's looking good. Well, actually, I think they hung out a little bit. Oh. Very nice shot.
Wow.
Very nice.
Where's that cowbell? And it just got by that
Yeah,
yellow in the
just
front
squeaked
8.
by.
Wow.
Team shot there.
Mm-hmm.
Line call, sweeping execution, and of course the shooter. And Aaron's been pretty deadly with that second rock these past couple of ends.
Yeah. What do they say, Joe? Teamwork makes the
Dream work.
woohoo.
Now it is exposed, but not by much.
True.
It's exposed on the correct side, because if you over curl, then well, your yellow will probably, I guess, go second shot. It will skirt on the forefoot. If it hangs out, then there is certainly a risk of the red jamming on the back 8-foot and sitting shot and being even more covered. So you hit this right, Philly's in business, but there's not a lot of wiggle room. And I think Lori's discussing that with her front end. Always like to see that communication with the team. But I'm sure they also know that too. These are pretty seasoned players. Calling line out of her hand pretty early and now off. It is hanging. Okay.
Flash through.
No harm. I mean, you know, if you're Philadelphia and you just give them a force of 1, it's fine. You know, you have the hammer and the even ends, especially toward the second half of the game. Oh, we got 2 scoring updates.
Oh.
Sheet C. Red just took 2 in the 5th end.
Got it.
And on sheet D, Plainfield steals 1, and they're now up 7-2 against
Cautiously pessimistic. And yes, I did notice pessimistic is missing an S. I believe that was done to make sure that the rest of the name would appear on screen, because it got a little bit long. So I will check into that in a bit. All right, Michael Malarowski, go Plainfield, woohoo! And then Amanda Marchitelli is way to go, Aaron. Absolutely, that shot of Aaron's was fantastic. Absolutely. As you can see, they are still discussing strategy.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how to get 2. I mean, maybe if you can kind of draw on top of it. Yeah, I think that's what they're looking at. If it's short, it guards. There's the plan B, yeah. Not easy. Not impossible. All right, Skip Beth Lehman with her first rock in and number 5. We got a tight one here, everybody. So we're going to have to hold that line. Looks a little tight from my vantage point. Prove me wrong, ladies. Prove me wrong. I think they are.
Ooh.
Ooh, so close. That was so close. But it's in a good spot now. Now it covered up the shot stone. So that's, well, I mean, they could also try to go after it. Well, even if they do, that shot that was just thrown will probably stick where the red one is. I don't know. Maybe if you guard that up and take the tap away, it's a force. Like we alluded to earlier, you know, forcing Pittsburgh to 1, that's gravy.
strategy still being discussed. And just note that this is not a timed event. There are those that are. But this is not, so please discuss at length.
Oh, our next games aren't until 11:30 today, so plenty of time.
Yep,
Plenty of time. So what will be the feature? What's going to be the feature sheet at our next draw? Let me take a quick look here. Because let's see. 2, 2, 2, 11:30.
Okay. 6-3 on sheet C. 7-2 on sheet D. Oh, and I think sheet A, the House Cats has scored 1 in the 5th end. I believe that is now 9-4.
Okay, chipping away. Better than what it was. That's all you can do when you've got a big lead against you. Our game on sheet B at the 11:30 draw will be the other half of the A event side. Laura, Lauren, and Honorary Lauren out of Potomac will be playing. I like that name. We'll be playing Team Furmender, and they play out of Philly and Plainfield. So that's going to be our feature game at 11:30. Lots to think about here.
Yes, indeed.
Still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, personally, again, I kind of like guarding the red rays. I mean, the really aggressive shot is to go after that yellow one and maybe try to either hit the red on the forefoot.
I am not sure.
Yeah. Maybe she's going to try to tap it. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out to us. All right. So they want to take that yellow one. That seems like really tight ice to me. Unless they're going to go yellow, yellow, red. Well, whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. So let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Let me give you the overhead. So here we go.
Just overcurled. Nothing happened. Oh.
Well, I still think. What?
Philly was about to say, "Oh, you got one," and
I was like, no.
Nope.
We got the hammer
you
yet.
got one right now.
I don't know. Yeah, they do.
So you just nudge that red one just a little bit to outcount the yellow stone in the back 8, and Pittsburgh's going to get there too. Sounds really easy when you're sitting here in the warm room.
Absolutely. Oops. Just a little slight slip here. I mean, this is ice after all, but no worries.
All right, I was able to grab a quick cup of coffee before the shot went off, which makes me very happy. So looking at tap for 2 here in end number 5.
Okay, and skip Ms. Lehman. And there she goes.
Wendy! Are you here? Make sure you're here! Make sure go! Yes! Yes! Everybody! Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh, good save, good save. Okay, she's fine. She's going to get it? She's going to get it. That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Where's that daggone cowbell?
You
Wow.
got that right. All right. Now, Janine, that was the definition of a team shot.
Yes.
You know, Beth got the line pretty nice. Sweepers had to really pound it to get some more weight behind it. Marie caught a great line. And,
someone slipped, did not burn the
she
stone.
She didn't. No, she did a great job because her feet got really close to that rock. She did an excellent job. That was a great shot. Great shot, great end.
Nice
All right.
job.
It's a tight one.
Nice job, team Lehman. Oops. Yeah, because now they're in the lead, 4-3.
4-3.
Oh, wow. We have got, as other folks like to say, a humdinger. I think that was Bo Dewar who likes humdinger. Okay, just checking other scores as we look through. No, I don't see any other updates at this time.
I think it's heavy. All right, then.
Yeah, it looks just a little heavy to me. But
It's checking down.
yeah, it is. So
Checking really hard. Okay.
Nice card. I was wrong. It happens. A lot. Let me be truthful. A lot. For those Jeff Dunnam fans, you know who says that. Peanut. Meow. Go. Okay, this stone is being nicely escorted down by the beautiful ladies of Team Dunnam.
It's a wee bit light, so that's a center guard. Maybe Pittsburgh can give them a little bit of a thank you for throwing another one.
Okay.
Because now they're going to use it and come around.
Yeah. Hide behind.
Go then. Yes, go. Yes, yes. Don't look at your stop watch. Go.
And for those who are tuning into us for the first time, there are some ambient mics, as you have been hearing throughout the whole games here. We do hear the people talking out in the ice.
Go, 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 go. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, keep clocking it up.
Yeah, build that wall.
That's we call it a pro side miss.
What?
Pro side miss.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was a nice edifice.
No.
Well, wall, you know.
Oh, touche. Okay.
Uh-huh. Battle of the vocab words here. Okay, stone is moving. Let's get a closer look and see where that's going to end up in the house. 8 to the tee line. Oh, okay.
Well, the weight couldn't have asked for better weight. Just a little wide.
Yeah,
Just a touch.
it's not. It's covered a little bit, but.
That's a final on sheet D. There are shaking hands.
They are?
Yep, so that's going to be a victory for the Plainfield Broomzillas. Didn't see what happened in that sixth end, but that's kind of a moot point. So congratulations to Plainfield Broomzillas. They're moving ahead to the A event. And cautiously pessimistic is going to go down to the C bracket if my memory or my calculations are correct.
Okay, so we're now showing sheet D as a final. The last posted score was 7-2, so that's what we will leave up on screen.
Yes, that's correct. Cautiously pessimistic is going to go down to the fun bracket in the C. And Plainfield has another game tonight on sheet A at 6. They're going to play the winner of their next door neighbor on sheet C. And that is the A event for the Philadelphia Trophy, which is a lovely trophy. I think it has the Love Park sculpture on the top of it. As opposed to an angry sea of Phillies fans throwing batteries at some center fielder from the 700 level of that stadium.
No, come on.
It's plotting a beautiful draw on sheet C. Still opens the door a little bit for Philly, I believe. But that was a pretty good spot. That is Pick City, unfortunately, the way that rock is behaving.
Yeah.
Surprisingly and thankfully, the first pick of the game we've seen. But that's going to happen.
And
Part of the game.
Yeah, that refers to it. Somehow it must have picked up some debris, which made an obvious change in the stone's trajectory. So you just call it a pick or the picked stone or other word variations. But you get the idea.
So Philadelphia, they're sitting 1, 2, 3-ish. It's close. But they're in great shape right now. They've got a nice side of the house wide open. They've got the hammer. So Pittsburgh's got a little bit of damage control here.
Okay, and that does enter the 12. Very front, right on the center line.
Yeah, that's going to be third shot.
Okay, get it out of here. I believe I saw that.
The universal curling signal for get it out of here?
Get it out of here.
Okay, Erin McManus with her rock in end number 6. Trying to throw a hit.
Mr. Carlson. Oh, no, okay, it's doing great.
There's the hit, and nice
Very
shot.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
I think there's part of it's open, but it's not easy.
Being cheesy. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize for that.
My mind just kind of wandered for a moment there.
Very nice, Julie. Yeah, that's what I want. That's where you're going. Slate.
Oh!
Face the yellow. Face on the
Sorry about that verbal reaction. We had someone fall on sheet A.
A.
She's
It's dragged herself off
dragged
the
herself
sheet.
off the sheet.
Okay.
Yeah,
at least ice pack. Linda's not here. Lisa's not here. Okay.
Okay.
Well, come on, guys. Just grab the...
Okay, so we're going to take a quick
Quick break.
Break here. It is typically courteous that when someone does go down for a bit, we're going to just take a quick pause in the action.
Okay, we are
going to make sure we get.
We're getting
our,
an ice pack out
ice
there.
pack right now.
Okay, and I know I said about having doctors in the club. Medical doctors do not see any of them in at present. Okay. Jerry's daughter. For the life of me, I'm blanking on her name. I believe she is a nurse.
Erin Jennings.
Erin, thank you. Another Erin. Hey, on sheet A,
Yeah.
Erin Jennings. Thank you.
I'll actually be going up and play with her in Ottawa in a couple of months.
Oh, yeah. She and her dad have become pretty good players.
I've seen a lot of improvement from their first year to this year.
Yeah, they started the same year I did. I can't exactly say the same. All right, yeah, Erin is a nurse, isn't she?
I think so.
I believe so.
I think so. Okay, so looks like our player who took her tumble on sheet A, she's definitely up and moving and alert. Just, again, taking her time, sitting on the boards. We got an ice bag for her.
Oh, is that like Christine?
It's Christine, yes.
Oh,
yes. So she's got some ice on the back of her head, but seems to be in good spirits from our vantage point.
Yeah, she's still sitting down, but
wisely, yes. And I think we're going to get back to the action here on sheet B. This is our feature sheet. Thanks again for tuning in.
Yeah, sheet C has also restarted play.
Okay. So Pittsburgh has shot stone, and they're going to just throw a guard up.
And you can see from this camera shot the activity over on sheet A. Everyone just making sure Christine is going to be just fine. And I'm sure the way she's sitting up and reacting and talking, she'll be just fine. A little sore, maybe.
Okay, that guard over curled.
Yeah,
So this is going to give Philadelphia another opportunity to go after that shot stone.
And there's your overhead view. Okay, and that stone has this stone has some weight to it. That, for those unfamiliar with curling, that means oomph and speed. Ooh, it's gonna glance off of that. Oh, but look, plan B.
Well, it kind of guarded the shot now.
Yeah, I mean, now that it's double guarded, sort of speaking.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was exactly what Team Dunnam had in mind. Oh, goodness, but I thought it was a plan B until it turned out to be no.
They've resumed the game on sheet A without Christine, of course, while she's just taking a rest on the catwalk.
All right, how many stones are left in this end? Ooh, okay.
And a great show of sportsmanship. It looked like Julie. All right, that's going to be handshakes anyway on sheet A. So congratulations to Chesapeake for winning their game against Fezzik's Dream out of Potomac. They're going to move along in the B event bracket, and the Fezzik's Dream, I believe, is going to drop also down to the C. Yep, they're going to be on the C bracket. Playing, let's see.
I was going to say, when the House Cats had that six-ender in the third end, that was
a formidable. It was quite a hill to climb.
Quite a hill to climb.
So Fezzik's Dream is actually going to move down to the, to the fun C bracket primetime feature sheet. So not a bad consolation prize, actually. So 8:30 Sheet B, Fez Extreme. Tune in tonight.
All right, and our injured player is standing. Okay.
Good sign.
Yeah, and hugging.
A lovely sign. Again, you talked about the camaraderie,
camaraderie.
and that was certainly evident.
Regardless if it's your team or another team.
And I actually think that last shot, it looked like Julie was actually helping sweep their opponent's stone into the house too. So
yes.
yeah, I'm glad you alluded to that to that at the beginning of the game, because it was very evident in that game. Always nice to see.
All right, here we go. This is
Just gotta be a bit careful, but looking really, really nice here.
a little wobble.
Well, it's a little too tight now, because I think the goal was to guard the yellow-red tap out, and because that is so deep, you can still go red, yellow, red. Not easy, but I think they wanted that just a little bit higher. I mean, the other thing they could do, they could play another raise on one of those other two rocks.
I was going to say, well,
looks like that's where they're going to go. They're going to go red, yellow, red, because if they make that, then they'll be sitting. Well, they'll just be sitting one.
All right, we shall see how this plays out. Oh.
That applause you hear in the background are the two teams coming off Sheet A after their game. Again, congratulations to
House Cats.
House Cats out of Chesapeake.
Okay, and here we go. Team Dunnam is first of their two skip rocks in this end because they have the hammer. Ooh, let me switch cameras real quick here for you folks.
And red, yellow, red. Great shot.
Oh, it worked.
Great shot.
That worked. I'm surprised. I wouldn't have. Again, another reason why I'm a lead. This is a bit of a quandary here for Team Lehman.
Yeah, there's a lot of landmines out there.
Yeah. Unless, well, if you're. What they simply could do instead is do a draw to the button. You've got an open port between the two yellows in the front 12. If you are, you can do it. I would. I don't know, but that's me. The only thing is I'd get it through the port and then curl a little bit to the left to get under cover and make it a little difficult for Team Dunnam to get to it.
Yeah,
so.
I'm right there with you, Janine. That's definitely, I think, the aggressive but smart shot. The risk is tapping it's tapping a yellow in for two.
Yeah,
But if you lob this in, then it's another end changer.
Okay, so this is Team Lehman's second skip rock. Ooh, it's got.
Okay, wide is not what we're looking for because you don't want to raise that yellow one in on the top 12.
Front, and it looks like that may. Ooh. Uh-oh.
That was the risk.
And
that's exactly what it's going to do.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's going to have the hammer now 2 for sure. And that also opened up the draw path a bit more for Lori to draw for 3.
Yeah.
She just needs to touch the 8-foot.
I think I liked our thought. May have worked a little better, but, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. I mean, looking back, I think another shot you could have thrown was just guarding again and forcing them to a single. Tie it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easy for us to say that. It's certainly, when you've got a center guard, you've got to draw behind it.
And we're sitting on this side of the glass.
Yeah. But if you've got a center guard, you're thrown without. The draw opportunities are there. It's hard to not take advantage of it. And unfortunately, she was just a touch wide. Her weight was great.
Yeah.
Just the line was a bit off. So Lori Dunnam, hammer in the 6th. Looking for a draw for 3. They got to go. This is going to be close. This is going to be really close. Just a little too light, a little too wide. No harm. It's a 2 for Yellow and Team Dunnam out of Philadelphia.
So another lead change here. Now instead of 4-3, it's now 4-5.
It's a barn burner.
Barn burner, yes.
Always nice to have on our feature sheet. So thank you, ladies, for giving us such an excellent game. And again, thanks everyone for watching here on the YouTube stream at the Potomac Curling Club. It's the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel, sponsored by the U.S. Women's Curling Association.
And again, for anyone unfamiliar with curling, go online, search for your closest curling center. I'm sure any club will have some learn to curls or open houses available. Just go out and watch, call them, check out their website to see if they do have any learn to curls. It is a fun sport and lots of laughs. But again, it is played on ice. Yes, Linda Kirkman. What is not here at the club, but was posting online. I'm sorry, I missed some of that action. She hit her head hard, get her off the ice. She's off the ice.
She's off the ice.
And she is now definitely back in the warm room, and Michael is keeping an eye on her. She's actively chatting, so seems to be doing just fine. But Linda, I know if you do come to the club this afternoon that you will most likely seek her out and check on her.
We take care of each other here, Janine.
Yes,
we really do.
Yes, we do. Oh, and heaven forbid Lisa Gross is listening. You as well. I know that if you come into the club today that you will also be searching out Christine. Both those ladies are in the medical field, regardless if it is a player from our club or another club. That matters not.
Correct. So we got 2 rocks thrown here in end number 7.
And here comes the
Got
third.
ourselves, and here comes the third. That's correct.
All right, so we have a tight game. Sheet C is pretty close as well. Oh, hold on. Well, Team McElroy scored 1 in the 6th then. So they're Team McElroy 4, Team Hallisey 6. So there we go.
And we've got the hammer coming up on sheet C as well. So that game is moving along quite nicely. I think she's got looking at a draw for something. Draw for, can't tell.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out what happens when they hang the score, won't we?
Look at this stone. Is it going to make it over the hog line? No.
Oh.
Oh. All right. Let me go back here to have the... Hey, Miss Courtney has joined us. Hi, baby.
Stream of consciousness.
Stream. Oh, good Lord. Yes. I'm referred to as the Janine Green stream of consciousness. But Joe Rockenbach is here today to save y'all from that.
Oh. All right, so we got our, this is Lee Alexander's first rock. Oh, that handshakes, eh?
We have handshakes A on well, no, C.
On C.
Oh, is this another Hogstone? Okay, no, it got over.
Okay, good.
But they haven't posted a different score, so I guess we are going to assume that the final is...
She definitely had 2. I didn't see if she made that rock draw for 3. But nonetheless, a win is a win is a win. Congratulations to Team Hallisey. They're going to move on to a Saturday evening game on Sheet A in the A event bracket. And they're going to take on the Plainfield Broomzillas.
Ooh, and they had a big game today.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Oh, is this going to... Oh, no, it will hit. I thought it was going to just miss. They're sweeping hard. Oh.
Meanwhile, on our feature sheet, we've got Pittsburgh and Philly. A
PA Turnpike.
brouhaha.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was trying to think of a word with the T, and I just couldn't.
Nuts. All right.
Yeah.
Tate-a-tate.
It's kind of like they call me tater salad. That's a Ron White, and then his son was Tater Todd.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I watched the, what do you want to call it, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour DVD the other night, and to tell you the truth, I had not seen it before, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, one of the most odd things was Ron White telling the story about he nicknamed himself Tater Salad at one point.
Nicknamed himself? You can't do that.
Well, I think he was a young punk kid, and he
Yes.
said it. And unfortunately, I guess the authorities at the time kept the record of it. So in the future, I think it was a speeding ticket or something. Got pulled over, and the policeman said, "Oh, wait, are you Ron Tater Salad White?" It's just like, oh, good Lord. So yeah.
So the draw that Philly threw was a little deep. It's going to sit back 12. Pittsburgh sitting 1. And they're kind of going to draw for 2 to just lob a second one in behind that center guard. There's been a lot of action this game played to the center, regardless of who has the hammer or not. And the trend has continued. Lovely draw. Just biting the button. Pretty well buried. Maybe about a quarter of it exposed. So Leslie Dutt in number 7, I think just going to try to nuzzle up against that last rock that Wendy Covey threw. I mean, if you're Philadelphia, force is pretty great. And she does that successfully. That was a lovely shot.
Oh, okay. And
yeah, Leslie Dutt just threw a really nice draw. Kind of painting Pittsburgh in a corner right now.
yeah, but then again, this is Erin McManus. So
Yeah, she's been throwing a great game. So if they're throwing like this without ice, I kind of am eager to see how they're going to be throwing when they have permanent ice. So I guess they're going to be coming down here all the time and just waxing the floor with us. Can't wait.
Yay! But yeah, we owe them a bunch of trips up to the Berg. Now, they're out by Coriopolis, right?
Where the new facility is going to be?
The new facility.
I think so, yeah.
Near the airport? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
That's Coriopolis. So if you're visiting there, you can always go into downtown Pittsburgh and go out Mount Washington and see all the lights and hit up one of the inclines. And get a really, really true Permane sandwich. Well, the best ones would be down in the Strip District, but Not everybody can get there at 3 in the morning. Oh, and that flashed right by
Just
everything.
Liked the call. I
Oh.
really liked the call. Came over just a hair. I think it would have hit it beautifully. Red, yellow to pop the red out, and Philly would have been sitting 1.
Yes, they would have. Now I foresee this going to an 8th end. All right, here comes another stone from Aaron McManus. Okay, there's lots of good noise behind us here in the warm room. You've got the teams that have wrapped everything up on sheets A, C, and D from our first draw, and then teams getting ready for the second draw at 11:30. They're also in the warm room. All right. So
Energy is good. The curling is good. What more could you ask for right now? I don't know. Although I guess if you're Pittsburgh, maybe you could ask to have that yellow rock taken out of play. But
Yeah.
that's kind of against the rules, though, isn't it?
We'll have a 6-ender like the House Cats did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I mean, I was going to wish for winning lottery numbers, but okay. But that's my old standby. It's getting kind of old, though. Used to have people surprised and look at me, on the drive-through line. Is there anything else? No, yeah, winning lottery numbers. What?
Ma'am, just drive through, please.
Yeah, but now.
So Philadelphia is eyeing up some way to get rid of this red rock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We give you a over-the-head house view.
if you do, it's great. If you don't, you're still coming home with tied. So, there's not a lot of downside to the situation that Philadelphia is in right now.
And don't get me wrong, I keep saying that, I went to college in Pittsburgh. It's a great town. Philly is also a great place to be.
It is. I agree. I was actually just there Thursday night, and I'll be back there for a hot second on Sunday.
Well, I have lots of relatives in and around the Philly metropolitan area. It's always a lot of fun to go there as well. Hey! Oh! Trying to do that medical thing long distance, says Linda Kay. Oh, Lisa is playing me at 2 p.m. Okay. So it sounds like 2 of our medical folks will be on the same sheet.
Yep, keep going. Letting you know the next 2. Roll the yellow out of the way.
Okay, hold it. Look it. Oh, sorry. Here comes in the house. And
Ooh, okay. That could be a bit of an out for Pittsburgh because that opened up a draw path to the other side of the house. She's got a lot of room to work with right now.
Are we at Skip Rock?
We are at
Skip
Stones, yes. This will be Beth's first rock in end 7. She needs to draw full 4-foot in order to sit 2.
I don't know. I think I'd want to go back 4 and hide.
Well, the risk
Oh,
is if you go back
gee.
4, then you got to
Get
Philly's got to
bumped.
freeze.
Yeah.
High side short isn't bad.
No.
But you make a good point, though. There's not a lot to draw behind.
No. And how to get past, and then it's like you almost would need to pick on something to hang that 90-degree right turn. So let's see what we got.
Wait, little clock. Easy then. No.
That's hanging out.
Here we go.
Yeah, it needs to curl in.
Let it close.
I don't know if it's making enough inward movement.
Never.
I don't know. Let's get to the overhead view. Well, it did just kind of block.
It closed the draw path a little bit.
Yeah. Block Team
Philly's got a
Dunnam.
shot still.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just a little more difficult to get out around all that.
Yeah. But like we said earlier, if you're Philadelphia and Pittsburgh scores a single,
You're still tied going into the 8th.
And you've got that. And you got the hammer. Philly
you've
will
got-
have the hammer.
In the 8th, yes.
So the only negative is if we hit up here. And, okay. Right, now, you know what? I don't think I like the shot. Because if we mess up here, we could give them to it.
Okay, big discussion,
I'm okay with them taking it. What do you want?
obviously.
I can honestly say I don't know what they're throwing right now. I
It's-
mean, I would probably guard
Drop
the.
drop 10 and punt. Oh, sorry, wrong sport.
Yeah. I mean, if I would personally try to maybe just throw one up top and take the draw path out of the way for Pittsburgh, so they just force them.
Throw it away, straw.
They're not gonna. I don't know if they know what they're doing yet because they've been changing the brim quite a bit.
They're still discussing. And as we stated earlier, this is not a timed match.
I guess she's kind of playing. I think she's playing the in-off of the redstone on the 8th foot.
Comes into the picture. It's
She's got to hit it
moving.
really, really thin to make this happen.
All right, let me
And
give
she
you the
is going to
overhead
hit it
shot.
really, really thin and just a little too heavy. That was a good try.
Oh, wow.
Good try.
Okay. Well,
But
Pittsburgh sitting 1, and now here comes the hammer.
okay, just need a touch. Okay, just. Let me rephrase that. She needs to touch the red for a deuce.
Oh, more than just touch.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Full. She needs to get full forfeit. You're right.
Full.
My apologies.
Well, at least they got 1 to tie heading
got
into
one.
the 8th.
That's
so, you know, you want to be aggressive or take the 1 and.
No, I mean, give it a shot. There's no risk. There's no downside to it.
Oh,
Famous last words.
thank you.
Oh boy.
But then again, I'm not on your team, Joe. But I've seen some. Oh, it can't hurt.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania would like to retract his previous statement.
We didn't start exactly at 9:30, and we weren't exactly 9:30.
I mean, 9 o'clock.
Pull inside. Whoa, 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 whoa. Worried about this tap. Aaron only. Worried about the tap. Aaron only. Okay, let's get off. Aaron,
Christine,
let it die. Let it die. Yeah, go down, go down.
All right. And
All right, it's
here's
gonna be
some
light,
conversation behind us.
light and tight. Okay, no problem.
Okay. One
That's a
red.
single. So, oh man, we are tied. Coming home, 5-5. These ladies are giving us a hell of a game this
Oh,
morning.
beautiful show. Beautiful show. Sorry. When you've got me, you know, trying to balance it.
All right,
We
here it
go.
is. We are end number 8, final end, barring some weird anomaly. And I've been there.
Yeah, there's a.
I have. Yep, I have.
Well, what are the rules for this one? Is it to go down to skip stones or an additional end?
I believe it is skips rocks. Would
skip
be
rocks. I keep saying wrong.
if somebody manages to blank the 8th. But
Yeah, well,
like I said, I've been there. I've been on a team that blanked the 8th. It was no fun. Especially, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. All right, so first rock in the 8th end thrown.
fully 4 foot.
Full of 4 foot.
Yeah, Purdue.
Well, going in is probably, well, no, actually, I wouldn't have done it.
Good light. Come on.
They put up tight guards, it's going to be difficult. More difficult. No. They should have put up tight guards. Well, look at how light this is.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Overhead.
2 rocks in. 2 rocks thrown, 2 rocks in the 4 foot.
Yeah.
Well,
Red is shot, but we've got 7 stones for both teams yet to go. So, you know, you really don't want to call anything quite yet. Okay. Marie?
Aaron, now.
So Pittsburgh is going to, obviously, if they want to win, they're going to need to steal.
Aaron only. Aaron.
A little hard to steal if you don't have any guards up right now. I think that first one was not supposed to go in. But let's see how they can try to build a steal out of this.
Well, you keep taking the yellows out of the way. Oh.
No, that's not going to do it.
No.
Just a little, again, a little too light on that hit.
Well, this has been a back and forth game.
It sure has.
So the 8th end is pretty indicative of that.
You know, no big ends, 1 steal.
Mm-hmm.
Clear light.
So if I'm Philly, I'm sweeping this in. I do not want anything light. I do not want any guards.
And
Okay.
just a nudge.
Pile it in.
Okay.
All right, Pittsburgh's going to have to start chasing
Mm-hmm.
because Philly's sitting 2.
Yeah. What do you think? Just right down the middle, blow them apart?
Yeah, I think blow them apart. If you lose your one in the back, not a big deal. I think if I'm Pittsburgh, I just want to clean all this up as quickly as possible and then get a guard up.
Yeah.
But you don't have a lot of time to do that.
No?
So you got to make these 2 yellows
Go away.
go away.
Go bye-bye. This
just
is not
not
going
enough
to hit
gas.
both. No. Just a gentle nudge, and then it goes out of play itself. The shooter goes out. No, that was a shame.
Yeah. It's not enough mustard on that one.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So now the book has kind of flipped a little bit. Philadelphia's putting up a guard with the hammer. They got to make it. If they make it,
Oh, it's over the hog line.
then Pittsburgh's going to have to go after it. If they lock it on, I kind of like that shot instead because now there is more to move.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Shooting first, second,
right.
fourth.
Pittsburgh's in some damage control.
A big blow it apart
Yeah.
moment. And I mean, a big one. If you.
Again, you lose that back. I wouldn't even worry about that back run. Red
No.
one, no big deal.
But you got to hit I'd say the 2 that were there first.
Yep.
And then hopefully one of them will just bump the most recent one aside. But all right, here we go. Okay, this is curling in. Oh, no,
Yeah, it looked a
not
little
enough.
too wide. I think this is going to click that one out. Okay.
Okay, check out the one.
One's gone. Her red one's stuck around in the back.
Wow. Okay, so now they cut it down to 1 yellow. All right. If that's what they were aiming for, that was quite the precision hit.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I think there was a little bit of lady luck on Pittsburgh's side on that shot. But you and I both know luck is part of this game.
Part of the game. Oh, this looks good for Philly.
Yeah, I like again putting another one in there, forcing Pittsburgh to remove a lot of granite.
All right, well, this is Aaron McManus up at the hack.
He's throwing a great game today.
Indeed. No, I didn't have that view. Okay. Okay, here
Yeah,
we
kind of
go.
saw a nice big kick coming out of the hack by Aaron. So that was a really good adjustment on her delivery to put some weight behind it. And from our location,
Oh,
she's
let's
got
look
it.
overhead.
There goes one. There goes 2.
Oh, and the red just
Okay,
sticks.
that's pretty good.
Okay.
That is pretty darn good.
Very nice job. And as you can see from this shot, there are no guards out front. It only takes one
Yeah,
to win.
just one to win. This is we are 7.5 ends through, Janine, and we got a really exciting game.
Yes, we do. First draw here on Saturday morning. And we're approaching the time for the second draw of the day. So there's a whole lot more curling to happen here at the Potomac Curling Club at the National Capital Curling Center in exotic
Get that.
Laurel, Maryland.
Great sweeping.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think you can go, if you nose that yellow and you nose
Yeah.
that red, that yellow one's going to go away. But I don't think you need to throw it too heavy. You could go that way too and maybe try to kick it out. But then if you do that, the shooter's going to roll away, and then you've got a yellow-red nose run if you're Philly. Neither call is easy or certain, in my humble opinion. Personally, I like going yellow, red, yellow, but if they feel more comfortable throwing it this way, then that's what they should do, and that's what they're doing. Now, if it overcurls, which it is doing,
Oh, no.
it's going to go yellow, red,
Okay.
yellow, yellow, red,
Hold on.
yellow.
Which is
Okay.
also benefiting the
Okay, not bad. Now it's open. It could benefit both depending on who's a better hitter here.
Yeah,
If
that's
I'm
true.
Philly, I'm happy with that. If I can trade open hits and have an open hit for the win, that's great. But hey, you got to make it.
Yes.
We can talk about it all day, but if you don't execute, then it's a moot point.
Ooh. I'm sorry, that stone was thrown out of the hack pretty quick. Sorry, folks. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, and the tripping hazard is
Yeah.
still in the back.
So I love it. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm loving it. Yeah, it's exactly right. If she
Three.
steals it too. If I'm hitting if I'm hitting the yellow one in the center on the 4-foot, rolling and freezing against one of those yellow ones on the left, that's what I'm looking for. But goal one, get rid of it. That's what you got to think of first when you're in the hack. And if you get the roll, all the better. You don't want to overthink this. Think roll first and then hit second, because then you can kind of have a tendency to well, miss them both.
Yeah. What
So
do you?
make it go away first. Try to get a roll to the side of the house where those 2 yellow ones are.
Big strategy being
Big strategy. We
discussed.
got a nice gallery here watching the end of this game
Oh, yeah.
because we're down to Skip Stones here at the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel.
We are indeed. Oh.
All right.
Okay, pushing off the hack. A gentle release. There you go.
If this thing moves, I'm really liking the weight, but boy, it's got a curl. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Overhead,
whoa, whoa.
overhead, overhead.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Oh, that's really nice. That's really, really nice.
Wow, where's the cowbell again? We are
That's
just
really, really
having
nice.
some fabulous shots. All right. No, it's not over yet. All right, let's take the longer view.
Great team shot. Great sweeping. Great line call. Beautifully executed shot. It's putting a little bit of pressure here on Philly, which at this stage of the game, when you're trying to steal and you've got no guards, that's the best possible thing you can do right now. You're almost going to have to force them to make
Bring
a
it.
tricky shot or you hope for a miss. And Pittsburgh's doing their best for that conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really good shot by Beth Lehman.
Okay. And here we go. First skip rock from Ms. Dunnam. All right, let me just flip to the house view. What's going on?
Oh, really good. Okay,
Oh!
there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Got to throw a freeze here. Yep. Great shot. Okay. Got to throw, you got to freeze to the back and force Lori to draw to the 4-foot for the win.
We're hearing again from Amanda Marchitelli. Go Pittsburgh. What a great eighth and back and forth. Yes, there are some very sweet shots. Sweet shots. Sweet shots occurring here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was going to say, and the folks who are waiting to start the 11:30 draw are just being patient and watching this.
All right, so here we are. This is Beth Lehman's last rock in end 8. This has just been a great game by both teams, and we're really happy we were able to bring it to you here from the Potomac Curling Club and the National Capital Curling Center.
An exotic Laurel, Maryland, as Hot Shot Tony likes to say.
All right, so this is now it's all in the sweeper's hands. They got to make sure it at least gets to the 4-foot. You can't short it. Even if they don't freeze it, you got to get shot stone in order to force Lori to make it.
All right, here we go. Here we
Wait
go.
only now. Wait only now. Got to be there, guys. It's got to be there.
All right, overhead view. It's in the 4, but is it too much? Too much.
It's not. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so not exactly what we're looking for. However, this is forcing Philadelphia to throw a shot for the win. So
They got to make it.
they got to make it. They got to make it. Just need to make it go away. You don't even need to stick the shooter because you're sitting.
2 already.
2 already.
As long as you get rid of the red.
Yep, as long as you get rid of the red.
Okay, back to the hack.
All right. A lot of eyeballs in the war
Oh.
room. watching
Sorry,
this game.
the cameras automatically switched. It thought we already had the 8th, the last stone.
Okay, rocks away. This is hammer end number 8. Looking good from our end.
Okay, I have to stick with this view.
And that's going to do it. Beautiful shot for the win. Congratulations, Team Dunnam out of Philadelphia. That's Skip Lori Dunnam, Vice Leslie Dutt, second Lee Alexander, and lead Nancy Kimmons. They're going to move on to the next round of the B bracket. Great game by Pittsburgh. Remember, Janine, they had said earlier they hadn't had ice all season, and to please be gentle with them. Well, they didn't need our help because they threw a hell of a game today. So congratulations to both teams.
That side, please.
So, Jeannie, just want to say thank you very much for running the cameras. This has been quite a lot of fun. It was a great game that they gave us.
Yes, they did. In fact, on screen, for those watching, we are a nice candid shot of Team Dunnam. Those are the winners of our feature sheet B. And just to be fair airtime, here is a picture of Team Lehman, the folks out of Pittsburgh. We have our wonderful Ken Clark to thank for that. He does his best to get a picture of each and every team. Okay, so wrapping it up here really quickly. Sheet A final, the House Cats 9 over Fez Extreme 4. Sheet B, we just finished watching Team Dunnam 8-5 over Team Lehman.
6-5. Oh, they got 8. You're right. 8,
yeah, I know. Sheet C final, Team Hallisey 6 over Team McElroy 4. And Sheet D final is Plainfield Broomzillas 7 over Cautiously Pessimistic 2. We thank you for watching, and the next draw will be starting shortly.